Today's customer journey starts well before the customer enters a physical store. The buyer's journey is increasingly going online, causing companies to quickly navigate to an omni-channel strategy. Not to mention, today's consumer spends roughly a quarter of their time on their mobile devices, which begs the question, how do marketers craft an omni-channel strategy that allows them to navigate the increased complexities of the buyer's journey? I'm here with Tawana Burnett, who leads a global team at Facebook, where she consults with the world's leading advertisers in health and beauty and helps them to build new mobile-first capabilities. Tawana, thank you so much for being here and welcome back to Darden.
Thank you, Mercedes. I'm so excited to be here with you.
Yes, we're happy to have you. And diving into our first question.
Okay.
With the rise of private label and startups, what do you think it takes for health or beauty brands to really stand out in today's marketplace? And how does their mobile strategy play into this?
Yeah, it's such a great question. Mobile consumers are mobile. So many companies think that they need a mobile first strategy as something unique. But in reality, if they're not thinking mobile, they're really not connected to their consumers and their customers. The other big thing is personalization. So as many marketers, traditional or today's marketers would understand, is how your product is positioned and how relevant your brand is part of the winning strategy. And so being mobile or in a space that channels where your consumers are looking at your product, which is usually on a phone, in a place where you are recognizing that you know who you are. So as Mercedes, as a student, as a person with longer hair, for example, all of those things are really important for brands to know. So personalization is a really big part of every marketer's strategy today.
Yeah, that's interesting. It's meeting the customer where the customer is at.
Absolutely.
Which is on their mobile devices.
Absolutely.
And to further extend that point, I'm interested in where you see Facebook's products and services fitting into a health or beauty brand's overall marketing stack. So I guess maybe in other words, what is Facebook's unique value add to advertisers that they can't find anywhere else?
Yeah, so Mary Meeker, her report comes out every year, and one of the things that she's talked about more recently is the opportunity for discovery on platforms like Instagram and Facebook in particular. And I don't know about you, but I've bought more things on Instagram from brands like Minted Cosmetics, which is a lipstick and a makeup brand for women of color, and they produce nude lipsticks that are very relevant for someone like myself. And that's a brand that I discovered on Instagram. And so our platforms often deliver that aspect of discovery for marketers and for brand, the opportunity, particularly for smaller and new brands, to be on the same stage and the same platform as a L'Oreal or Procter & Gamble. And I would say for multinational brands, Instagram and Facebook really just give you such a global footprint and allow you to reach your consumers faster anywhere they are in the world in a really personalized way, and also to integrate technology like AR and VR where they can try on products. So there's lots of different benefits to using a platform like Facebook and Instagram to bring that aspect of personalization and discovery.
I love that idea about Facebook being there for discovery, because when you think about the customer mindset, they are really receptive at that point to kind of brainstorming and being open, I guess, at that awareness stage of the buyer's journey.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
And before we leave today, I would also love to get your perspective on where you think the e-commerce industry is headed as the buyer's journey is increasingly going online. Where do you see the largest growth opportunities?
Yeah, I would say for some traditional advertisers, I just came back from 2 weeks in Asia, and it's really interesting to see how e-commerce is just part of the journey. It's an expectation that I can buy something through my mobile phone. And so the bigger opportunities are for retailers like Lazada to be able to exchange data about consumers and what they're buying and their purchasing habits with advertisers, you know, like a Johnson & Johnson and Neutrogena brand. What are the things that this person is looking for? What have they purchased before? What are they in the market for? So that exchange of first-party data, of consumer purchase data is happening even more, and it's being done in a privacy safe way as well. So I would expect that that's going to continue to grow from traditional advertisers and traditional retailers.
That's fascinating. Well, Tawana, thank you so much for being with us today, and I hope you come back to visit soon.
Absolutely. Thanks, Mercedes.
You're welcome.